Hey guys, so today's the day for the radar detector install. So I've got the radar detector in, I've got the hardwire kit. The only thing that I'm missing right now is the blend mount to mount it to the actual mirror leg. But I'm gonna get everything else done, and we'll tackle that that mounting whenever that gets here. So what I'm going to show you guys right now is how to do the hardwire install. This is the truck it's going to go in. So this is my 2017 Sierra 1500 Denali. I'm going to show you the kit that I've got here. So here's the radar detector right there. It's the Escort Max 360 Mark II. You can see it's right now just plugged in like most of them are. But what I've got here is the direct wire kit from Escort. So it's got a fuse in line with it. It's got the connectors, which I'm going to actually cut those off and wire them in a different way. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. But this is the smart cord, so it's got the mute button and everything like that on it. I haven't figured out exactly where I'm going to mount that yet. I'm thinking somewhere right along in here, so it's kind of out of the way but easy to get to. And then for the actual connection, I've got this here that I'm going to use. So what this will do is you just disconnect the cigarette lighter, and this is a jumper that goes in between. So this side plugs into the harness. This side will go back into the cigarette lighter or the accessory power outlet. And then it's got this extra leg off of it that's just spliced in, and it's got these butt connectors here so you can do everything real nice and clean. It does come with a fuse option, but since it's already included within this kit, I won't need that. I'll just wire this directly into here. That will keep me from having to cut into anything. That'll leave me with perfect factory harness, and then easy removal later if I ever need to. I can just disconnect this, pull it out, and plug that connector right back into the accessory power outlet over there, and it'll be factory again. So I'm gonna get a couple things set up, and then we'll get going here. All right, here we are. So I've actually already done this install, but the first time I did it, my camera settings were a little wonky. So I'm gonna just kind of show you what I've did. I'm gonna kind of go through it again, just without doing the actual install. Just kind of show you everything. So to get to these accessory power outlets, in order to be able to plug in that splice kit, we got to get this panel off. So the first thing we got to do is get these cup holders out. So there's a little lip right here. Just get your little trim tool in there and just pry up on it a little bit. Just get it out on both sides, and then this will just pop right out. Alright, so once you get that out, this is all one piece right here. So if you start on the side here, right here there's a little lip, and you can get up under that. So if you just get on the side, pull it up a little bit, and then get right here and pop these up a little bit, get that loose, get this piece loose, up on this side, lift it up a little bit. Once it starts coming, it'll just come right out. All right, so here is the splice kit. So I've got the I've got this in here right here. So this is the, let's see, where's the snap for it? So this is the splice kit. So as you can see, it just connects right there. So this is normally connected right here. It just takes the factory harness. Like I said, plug this piece in here. So, yep, plug this one in right there, and then take the other portion of it and plug it back into the accessory outlet. To get this off, you just get your little trim tool, tuck it in there, and just pry this down. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. There we go. So we got to get this panel off right here. So it just has some clips around the edge right here. So I'm just gonna get those out real quick. So you just kind of get it started, go up the edge right here, pop it off. There's a few little clips in there. Just get them all loose, and then you just pull this panel right off. Perfect. So that's going to give us access to run our cable up through here, get us into this A pillar right there. All right, so what I've done here is I've got the mute button down here, the little smart cord piece down here. I've run it up through the dash. So underneath the dash here, ran it up into this side panel here. It's right here. So I just brought it right through here, up through this side panel, snaked it up there, and brought it straight up into this A pillar. So I left myself some extra here. I'm gonna tie some of this up, but I'm gonna leave a little bit right here, up here in the corner. So I just tucked that up underneath the headliner there, ran it straight across the headliner, and then to right here. So I came out the headliner, right where the mirror, or the right where all this cabling goes through for the driver assist sensors and cameras and stuff. Ran it in there. This little piece comes off. I'll show you that real quick. It comes off real easy. So you just kind of pry on this a little bit, and that comes off. And then I've got the cable right there, and then I tuck it right here next to the mirror. And when you tuck it next to the mirror, that allows you to put this trim piece on, snap it up in there, get everything really nice and clean. And then when the mount for my radar detector comes in, it will mount right here on that mirror support right here. And so then this will just hang down right here and plug in. I'm gonna run these cables up here so I can connect them to this accessory power outlet pigtail. So this is just a little fiberglass fish stick. It's used for running electrical cable. I've used it in my house mostly, but works great for situations like this too. So I'm just going to cut these off just so I got a little less bulk trying to get through there. Just come down here, wrap a little bit of tape around the cables and the fish stick. And we'll just pull that through. Hopefully that fuse will fit through this hole that I'm trying to go through. We'll see. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. That worked great. So now we're just going to connect these up to here. So I'll split those off a little bit. Strip a little bit of wire. So these blue connectors are designed to fit anything from a 12 to 14 gauge wire. This looks like it's probably 18. So I'm just going to fold that over. Slide it in there. Perfect. Alright. Grab your crimpers. Make sure you got it seated well. Crimp it right on there. Give it a little snug tug and make sure everything's good and tight. It's perfect. And then we'll do the same for the negative. So if you've never done any electrical with automotive stuff, just be aware automotive and housing stuff is pretty much the exact opposite. So when you're working with automotive stuff, your black is going to be your ground, and usually either red or white for your power supply. If you're working in a house, that's going to be backwards, so your black is going to be your power supply and white is going to be your neutral. the green ground. So if you're used to working on a home residential or commercial stuff, just be aware of that when you go to work on your car. Don't hook it up backwards. All right, yeah, that'll work nicely. Okay, so I'm gonna get some zip ties, tie that up, get that cleaned up a little bit, and then I'll be right back. All right, got some zip ties here. So let's get this tied up nice and neat. Just gonna tie it up together with this factory harness. It's perfect right there. All right, now, before I go any farther, before I wind up with any issues, I am going to see if this thing comes on the way it should. Make sure it works properly, make sure my little jumper there is working properly. Perfect. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You should have just heard the beep. So the radar detector came on. That's perfect. That means we can go ahead and finish up this install and we'll be good to go. Go ahead and get this slid back into place. Just tuck that wire under there, make sure it's out of the way. And it's just going to sit in there. And it just snaps right back down on there. Make sure this gets where it needs to be. Snap that in. Perfect. All that's good. And then we'll go ahead and put our cup holder in. So this one we're just going to slide in this way first, and then snap down just like that. All right, so I've got the Velcro piece right here. I've got it cut to fit on here. So what I'm going to do is clean it off a little bit and get it put into place. Definitely, before you do anything like this, you want to make sure you clean the surface really well, especially in a car if you've been using like cleaners and stuff like that and shine and all that. So we're going to clean this with some alcohol right here where I'm going to put it. Sorry, I got my daughter here with me. So we're going to clean this, get it nice and dry. She's a little mad because I just put her down. Alright, and then this is just some adhesive Velcro. So we're going to grab this. It's probably kind of hard for you to see this, but it's a little dark in here. So we're going to just try and put this on right where I want it. I've cut it to the size that I want. I'm just going to stick it right there. That's going to be good. So we're just going to apply a little pressure here for just a minute. Just get that nice and stuck. That's perfect. Alright, and then we'll peel this other side off. Keep those two Velcro pieces together. And then I'm going to get this right where I want it. Make sure I got it oriented the way I want it. I'm just going to stick it right on there. Just hold it on there for a few seconds. Get it nice and snug. And then we'll be all set. Alright, so we just got done with the install. Doing that smart cord direct wire kit. So I just wanted to kind of show you what everything looks like now that it's all hooked up and everything's put back together. All right, so we've got our smart plug down there. Wires are all tied up, so everything's super clean. There's nothing dangling down anywhere. The radar detector, once I get that mount for it, obviously will not be connected to the windshield. It'll be on the mirror, and then we'll have this little pigtail right here hanging down, and that's where it'll get its power from. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if you want to see more content, just hit that like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see what we can do about getting some more content out there.